Investor Search is a search engine that works a little bit like Google. We download the listings from the major real estate sites across 2 countries and allow you to search over 700,000 live listings. So just a quick overview of the Investor Search dashboard, and I guess why this is a powerful platform for investors to search the market. You can see here that the dashboard, unlike most real estate sites, is loaded with easy to use filters that really allow you to filter out exactly what you want with a push of a button. So in this strategy area with Investor Search, we enable you to use our pre-sorted, pre-researched key phrases or keywords to find real estate. So let's say, for example, you're looking for discount real estate. Well, agents and vendors are going to use certain words or phrases to describe their property when they list it for sale. Of course, under discount, we're going to find words and phrases like heavily reduced, below valuation, must sell, vendor going overseas, that kind of stuff. Under finance, we're going to find things like no deposit, low deposit, vendor finance. If we're looking for positive cash flow real estate, then things like granny flat, high cash flow, high yield, double income, that kind of stuff is going to be helpful. And then with properties that we're looking to renovate, then renovation, renovator, TLC, do up, potential, that kind of stuff. So Investor Search has put together all those key phrases or keywords to help you, whether you're looking for those things or for subdivisions, strata or unit title opportunities, off the plan deals, or development sites, right down to DA approved sites. In addition to that, the dashboard allows you to filter out property based on specifics. Obviously, there's the standard stuff around dwelling type, price bands, bathrooms, bedrooms, that kind of thing. But in addition to that, you can filter out minimum land area. You can do all of your regular filtering at a country, state, region, or suburb level, or in New Zealand, district, region, and suburb level. You can use statistics filters to filter out property based on percentage of median results. You can filter by property yield, you can filter by last 12 months capital growth, minimum population. That's pretty handy if you want to filter out properties that have got a minimum population at a suburb or town level, so that you avoid finding property in towns with virtually no population, or one horse towns as we call them. You can even filter out property based on current yield right now. So when an agent advertises its current or potential rent, Investor Search automatically analyzes the yields of those properties across the country. We can filter results at a postcode, at a street level, at a suburb level, or right down to a radius level, where we pick a point, a 5-kilometer radius around a given postcode. We can do that kind of stuff as well. So let's say we're looking for a discounted property. I'm going to highlight bank says sell, bargain price, below valuation, a discount, heavily reduced, massive reduction, mortgagee. Do a search, scroll down, and we can see by searching the country, by searching Australia right now, we've searched through 572,552 listings, and at the push of a button we've found 392 properties for sale, where in the description of the property are those key phrases we talked about: bank says sell, bargain price, etc. The thing about Investor Search that's really quite different is we put together a lot of information, a lot of content around the property and around the suburb to really allow you to do your research and due diligence before you call the agent, before you go look at the property, before you go any further than Investor Search. So up the top here we can see this property here in Kingscliff is for sale for $349,000. Instantly we can see it's 41.5% of the median. Or what that means is when we go over to the right here under the suburb statistics area for Kingscliff, we can see right now growth in the last 12 months of just over 4%. That the median rent of a 3-bedroom unit is $370 a week, and right now 3-bedroom units are on the market for a median listing price of $840,000. This one's $349, so indicates could be a bit of an opportunity. If we go to the top of the listing here, we can see it's been on the market since the 11th of November last year. That's obviously pretty key when we're negotiating. If we know that information, helps us to know how motivated the vendor is. When we scroll down to the days on the market statistics, this is live market information that's completely unique to Investor Search. So we can tell you right now that in Kingscliff, the average property is sitting on the market for 149 days, or almost 5 months. Currently there's more than 300 listings, and in the last 30 days 87 have sold, so about a quarter of the stock is sold. Not a bad turnover in the last 4 weeks. We scroll down a little bit further, we can see on a quarter by quarter basis for the last 10 quarters what's happened from a median price change point of view. You can see there that in the last 4 quarters or the last 12 months there's been some good solid single digit growth, which obviously is more favourable than the patchy period prior to that. We can see at the bottom of your screen there the suburb's made up about a third of tenants and about 2/3 of them are homeowners, and a population of just over 9,000 people. When I move over to the left-hand side of this listing now, we can see a detailed breakdown of what's for sale in Kingscliff, 140 houses, 161 units, etc. In addition to that, there's 88 properties for rent right now, and we can see here in terms of spread that the units that are on the market for between 230,000 and 2.3 million, with the biggest cluster being in that $300,000 to $400,000 category. So that's really helpful with giving us a helicopter view of the suburb, understanding exactly where the price band scope is and where the bulk of the market is. And again, on the rental side, we can see a reasonable spread of rents there as well. But most properties on renting for between $200 and $300 a week, but a range here of $100 to $600. Okay, so if I scroll back up now, I can go straight into Google Maps and Google Street View. Automatically get a good feel for the location of the property relative to the water, the surrounding area, as well as have a look at the neighbourhood, that kind of stuff. So pretty helpful. I can also go straight into the listing site where this property is. This one happens to be on realestate.com.au, and I can jump straight into a whole lot of other resources: Wikipedia, the council website, what's for rent right now, that kind of stuff. So let's go have a look. Here's a property here. It's for sale in Kingscliff, New South Wales, of course, on the realestate.com.au site. That's where I'd go to see the property information in terms of photos. That's where I'd go to get the agent's details. I can go straight into Wikipedia and see the Wikipedia profile on this suburb and find out more information on the background of Kingscliff. I can go straight into the Tweed Shire Council website and again find out more information on the broader area, council plans, roading plans, zoning plans, that kind of stuff. And then I can go straight into properties that are for rent right now on the market. So if I've got a property I'm looking to buy, 3-bedroom unit, I'm able to see easily straight away what's for rent in Kingscliff, how many listings are there, what are the prices that properties rented for, so I can see exactly what my potential rent is instead of just using medians and averages. And I can do the same. I can jump into Domain, I can jump into Homehound, all from Investor Search, all from one location, all from the listing results. So really it's about the data that we wrap around the property. It's about the links to other information that really helps you to do your research and get a feel for the area before you actually ring the agent or go look at the property. One of the other things I can do with Investor Search, of course, is I can search based on property yield, as I said earlier. So down here under minimum rental yield, I've said show me everything in Australia that's on the market with an advertised rent that creates a minimum yield of at least 7%. You can see here I've found 505 results, and here's the first example here. Parramatta Park, this property here is on the market for $560. It says here in the description, currently returning $800 per week in rent. Now normally as an investor you'd have to get a calculator, you'd have to work out what that means. Investor Search has automatically pulled that $800 a week out, it's divided it into the asking price and automatically calculated that it's a 7.43% yield. So very easy for you to find positive cash flow property. I mean, there's 500 examples here across the country that have got a yield of 7% or higher, and they're from all over the country. Here's one from Queensland, 7.5% yield here. Again, the Investor Search has pulled that out of the information. Another one here in Moranbah, in Queensland as well, 8.5% yield, and you'll find there's a big range. Now, Investor Search also allows us to combine keywords or phrases. So let's take the renovation ones: add value, do up, renovate, renovator, etc., with our own keywords or phrases. So I've typed in waterfront. I'm looking for a waterfront house. I've selected a maximum 80% of the median. So I'm looking for anything that's at least 20% under the median. It's got renovator keywords in it and waterfront. So I hit search. Up comes just 15 properties across the country. They're at least 20% under the median. They've got waterfront in the description and they've got add value or do up phrases. I've also filtered out results, so I only see houses. I don't want to see units, I just want to see houses. My first result here, Broadbeach Waters, I can see instantly it says waterfront, it says renovate. I can see there it's on the market at $600,000, 75% of the median, and right now in Broadbeach Waters, the median listing price $795,000 for a 3-bedroom house. So our median listing data takes you right down to a bedroom level. So the 3-bedroom median is going to be different to the 4, the 5, the 2, etc. Because it's all about getting it as precise as you can. So I can just jump straight into, in this case, realestate.com again, and here's the property here. for sale, $600,000, Queensland on the canal. So that's how Investor Search allows us to filter out results across the market. And that's just a brief overview of how you can easily pull needles out of the haystack with Investor Search.